Anyone ever asked themselves how come when Cain kills Abel in the Bible, Cain had to be marked by God? I mean, why would he have to be marked? If Cain and Abel were the third and fourth people on earth, because Adam and Eve, 1 and 2, they made Cain and Abel, okay? So that's 2 and 3, 3 and 4, sorry. So 3 and 4. So if there are only 4 people on the earth, then why the heck are we, marking Cain? Who are you marking him for? All right, who is the Elohim marking Cain for? Anyone ever ask themselves that? I mean, it's a legitimate question. Some people, they like to say, well, you know what? The Nephilim were here, or whatever they are. The Nephilim, okay? If the Nephilim were on the earth, do you think that a mark on a man's face is going to stop a Nephilim from attacking you? Or what? Or were there actually people there on the earth and he had to put a mark on him? We got to start to ask these questions because they're pretty legitimate. You know what I mean? I mean, if he's marking a man's face because he doesn't want something to attack him, I'm going to guess that something is another human being with enough brain capacity to understand what the mark means. Okay? And if that's the case, then there are other men on the earth, other men and women, which means that Adam and Eve aren't the first people. You get what I'm saying? So we have to start asking ourselves these questions, which also tells us another thing, that maybe this is a story. Okay? Maybe it's a story. See what I'm saying? There are a lot of good questions to ask yourself in the Bible, especially because, especially in Genesis too, when God makes Adam and Eve, he tells them to be fruitful and replenish the earth. Be fruitful and replenish. Why? Replenish? What do you mean replenish? Replenish means to do again, the word re. Okay, the word re applies that they've done it before. Okay? You can look this up in a dictionary. So replenish means to do again, to replenish. So you see, there are lots of strange things going on. What I have been told and what I am learning is that, and what I teach is that the Bible, ladies and gentlemen, is a story that explains how to reach Christ consciousness, which is the aspect really of all religions. All religions are trying to get to the same thing. Okay? They just all lie to you about how to do it. That's all. And you can learn how to do it because the symbolism teaches you the truth. There's a reason why Buddha has a damn pine cone haircut on his head, and it's not because it was a hairstyle. I got that in a comment once. It was a hairstyle. It was a very popular African hairstyle. Listen, I understand it's an African hairstyle and cool. It's a cool hairstyle. I get it. However, that is certainly not why they put that statue at the Vatican, because it was a popular hairstyle. No. The Vatican is not a barbershop, my friend. So, no, it's symbolism. Because the pine cone is symbolism for the pineal gland. And it's about reaching Christ consciousness. Because Christ is the word for oil. Christos. And actually, there was another God, another Jesus. His name was Christos. And he was in India, thousands of years before Jesus. Same story, too. Died on a cross, born of a virgin, same story. But that's because Jesus is an archetype based off of the stars and your inner soul and consciousness, okay? And what you are able to achieve as a human being, because we are far more than we are told. Greek Gnostics wrote much of the Bible, and Greek Gnostics did not believe in a man named Jesus dying on a cross for us. The sun dies on the cross every year. That's on the winter solstice on December 25th, when the sun passes through the cross, the Southern Cross. It's a constellation. It's the smallest constellation, the 88th constellation. It's called the Southern Cross, and the sun actually goes through it right before it finally starts to move back to the northern hemisphere. Okay, because what happens on December 25th, the winter solstice, is not that a man named Jesus is born. It's that the sun is born again, because in the ancient world, the sun was the Son of God, and on December 25th, what's happening is the sun is coming back to the northern hemisphere, because on December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, it actually sets in the exact same location for 3 days in a row. And the ancient people thought, because the sun was in the same spot for 3 days in a row, that the sun was dead, and the Son of God, it's the Son of God because it's God's son. So God's son was dead, and on December 25th, it starts to move again. So they said, oh my God, the sun. So that's where you get all these stories of the sun was in its tomb and it was resurrected after the third day and all that. Because that story is told in every major religion, especially ancient ones. So you got to understand all these stories. It's all told in the sky, and then it's also told in your body. The whole story of Jesus Christ in his life, and the Mary and Joseph is your right and left hemisphere of your brain, because one hemisphere is very emotional and for art and intuitive, and the other side is very fixated on numbers and getting things done. And so you have man, Joseph, female, Mary, and like the Jesus Christ, the oil Christos, it comes out of your pineal and drips down your 33 vertebrae, 33 years of who? Jesus. And it goes down your spine, and it turns into a gas and transmutes and comes back up. It's supposed to come back up to your pineal gland, but unfortunately, due to a lot of things that we drink and eat, it doesn't end up there, it just goes to waste. But, the whole story is told internally, and it's told in the sky, because Gnostics, like I said, wrote the Bible. So there's that too. But if you want to learn any of this, I wrote a book. All of this is in it. It's $5 digitally on my website, and you can check me out on Telegram, where I post all my videos. TikTok removes me. They've already removed, 20 of my profiles. I should have well over 1 million people by now, but they just remove me for some reason. I don't know. Because I tell the truth, I think. But I do say it's for entertainment, and that it's my opinion, because it is my opinion. I just think I think my opinion might be correct. That's all, But I love you all. Find me at my website, with the Sun 33, and I will see you all later. Catch you on the flizz-it.